Hello, guys. It's me, Mark,
And I'm Casey.
and today we're gonna do a question and answer portion about.
Culture shock.
I will be your honeycomb now to forever. I know this love was meant to be. Video chats every day would pave the way for us. Oh, my baby boy, I love you so much. Ooh, I love you so much.
Does coming from different cultures affect our relationship?
What do you think?
Of course.
Yes, it does. It affects our relationship in a lot of ways, actually. He's from a province, so he's more
Conservative.
conservative, and I'm more open-minded about things. Just the culture in general is, the Philippines is a third world country, and I'm from the States, so that's a lot different. Like, he thinks I'm wasteful with money sometimes,
Oh
and
yeah.
because the dollar goes so much further here, I'm like, oh, that's cheap, and he's like, that's half a day's pay for somebody. Just some of their habits, and a lot of Filipinos eat with their hands, things like that, and
Yeah.
there's a lot of cultural differences. But we've, over the years, I think I don't know.
We've learned to adjust. No?
Yeah, over the years, we've learned to adjust to each other and our differences. There you
Okay. What are some of the cultural differences?
go. Oh, well, I just said some. Money is a big difference for us. It's really
Food.
food.
Mm.
Yeah. The food's very, very different here. Um, this is something that's different to me is that as somebody from the West, it's very different than a Filipino because they do not like confrontation. So if somebody kind of does them wrong or something, they just stop talking to that person. They don't really say anything. And it's more, it might just be my personal take on things, but I think it's more the Western take on things is, if somebody does you wrong, you say something like, that's not right. You see something, you say something. That's kind of like how it goes. And here, it's definitely not like that. We won't go into detail, but we've had issues where, someone has said or done something that is rude or just not right, and I'm always like, well, you should tell him this, you should say this, and he thinks that's like being a Karen, and so that's a big one for me. And but most of the other things I got used to fast, other than the third world country stuff. And but as far as us as a couple, I don't think it affects us in a negative way anymore. Like, we've grown used to each other and our habits. So
Yeah. And I think what you said is, I think it's more of like, I believe in karma.
well, I believe in karma too, but I still believe in standing up for myself.
Oh,
So
okay. Third question. My first, im- your first impression of the Philippines.
my first impression. Okay, my first impression of the Philippines was that everybody was very friendly. Everybody's very happy, and they live a very simple life in the Philippines. And sometimes I think maybe that's why they are so happy. Now, as far as my first experience in the Philippines, I think I may have went over this in another video, but as soon as I walked out of the airport,
Oh yeah.
I had a taxi driver try to scam me, and luckily the guy that was selling SIMs cards for cell phones warned me and told me not to take this taxi, and so that was an experience, but it didn't cloud my judgment on the Philippines as a whole, because I've had 99 great experiences compared to that one bad one. So my first impression is good, obviously. I mean, I came back several times. I married a Filipino, so yeah, it was a good impression. Next
Yeah,
question.
and I think
Oh, go ahead.
that scammer, they didn't just do it to the foreigners. They do to the Filipinos.
They
Mostly from the province. Um, I came from the province and I got scammed too. You know, because I don't know. I really don't know the like the pair in Manila, and they always try to charge me more. But
right.
what I found out is about this Grab thing, because we don't have a Grab thing here in the province. So yeah.
Yeah, I had actually seen videos warning people that if the taxi driver will not start the meter, or they claim that the meter is broke or something like that, not to get into their taxi. Honestly, just yesterday, me and Mark went to the flea market, and in his province, me as a foreigner, I stick out horribly, and everybody like stares. And
Yeah.
when we go to the flea market, they're like, "Hey, sir, what do you want, sir?" Like that kind of thing. And every tricycle we walked by tried to get us to ride with them. One guy gave us, an honest, good price on bringing us home, and another guy was
It's
literally
double the price.
like, because it was like 60
Yeah, 60 pesos.
60 pesos to bring us home, because it wasn't very far.
It wasn't very far.
And a different Filipino man was saying, "I'll take you for just 120." Ha 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 ha. Like, so I had to walk away so he could approach the tricycle people without me to get the price first.
Yeah.
And it's good, especially flea market places that don't have prices listed. They will charge a foreigner more. So it's always great. Like, I would never go to the flea market without him, just because of that, because he knows what things should cost. So yeah. But like I said earlier, there's so much more good than there is bad. And if the Philippines wasn't such a poor country, they wouldn't have so many people that do things like that, because you can't really blame people for trying to make a buck, basically. So, and they know foreigners are easy targets sometimes. So,
Okay, next question. Do you think your American habit affects me?
well, that's for you to answer, because my American habits.
Yeah, there are times. Actually, a lot of times. Because he likes spending money, and I don't. I don't like that. He likes to buy things that I think that we don't actually need it.
Yeah.
And I don't like that you always eat the fast food, burgers, and cola.
True.
Yeah, it makes me worried a lot.
Unfortunately, I do not like vegetables and fruits and things, and that is a huge portion of what or fish or seafood. I don't like that either, and that is a lot of what the food is in the Philippines. So we find ourselves, when I'm here, going to Jollibee's, Burger King, McDonald's, pizza. But recently, he got a crock pot, a slow cooker, and we went grocery shopping, which I loved, getting that experience. And I've been cooking some American food for him, and so far, so good. He was so good. Liked it.
I like it so much.
So,
and you have to remember, I am from the province, and most of the foods in the province is vegetables. So I have to adjust when you are here, because I have to eat like fast food.
Yes, and eating rice with every meal, that is something very different for me. Before I came here the first time, I'd only eaten rice once in my life. So, yeah, that was a big change. But some of the things he's talking about, we still to this day don't agree on, because when he got this apartment, I wanted him to get an air conditioner, and he didn't think he needed one. But I would not quit until he got one, just for when I'm here. He literally is so stubborn that he will not use it when I'm back in the States. He doesn't use it unless it's like super hot and some of his family or friends come over. Then he'll turn it on for other people, but not for himself.
Hanako, it's not just me. A lot of Filipinos do that.
Yeah, to save on electric. And a different battle that I haven't won yet is a refrigerator.
Oh yeah.
He is currently borrowing one of his mom's refrigerators just for my visit, and when I leave, he will return it. But yeah, he says he don't need one, and I think he does. But
I'm only one in this apartment, so I don't think I need it
Yeah,
because I always cook just for that meal.
Yeah,
So
he-
I know I can eat it.
well,
Like-
now he lives close enough to literally to
Oh, yeah.
the main road that there's all kinds of food stands that he can go buy his eggs and vegetables, and that's what he does. He goes each day and buys what he needs, so he don't really need to refrigerate anything, I guess, whenever I'm not here. But I'm kind of strange about like leftover food that you reheat the next day. Like, you know, where I'm from, it has to be refrigerated and get a cold chill, apparently. So, I guess that is it for this
Video.
video. So, if you guys liked it or have any questions, just leave us a comment and we will try to answer what we can. If you want us to continue making videos, like,
Subscribe and ring the notification bell.
yeah, and that's all for today, guys.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.